As expected, the ISIS claimed responsibility for an attack on a Gurudwara in Afghanistan on Saturday. The reason they say for this is ridiculous. They say that it was the retaliation for the insults to Prophet Muhammad. What they hint here are the remarks made by two BJP leaders in India, which were subsequently quoted out of context. Protests in several countries were sparked by suspended BJP leader Nupur Sharma's remarks about Prophet Muhammad and Aisha during a TV debate towards the end of May. For ISIS terrorists who are waiting for a chance to strike at innocent, hapless civilians, this is just a reason. It is definitely a grievous, unpardonable crime that world will condemn. In a message posted on its Amak propaganda site, ISIS said Saturday's attack targeted Hindus and Sikhs and the apostates who protected them. They even branded their terrorist act as an act of support to the messenger of Allah. The group said one of its fighters penetrated a temple for Hindu and Sikh polytheists in Kabul after killing its guard and opened fire on the pagans inside with a machine gun and hand grenades. 2 people were killed and at least 7 others injured in the attack. Interior Ministry spokesman Abdul Nafi Thakur said the attackers lobbed at least 1 grenade when they entered the Gurudwara, setting off a blaze. The attack follows a visit by an Indian delegation to Kabul to discuss the distribution of humanitarian aid from India to Afghanistan. Afghan and Indian media reports said the delegation discussed with Taliban officials the possibility of reopening the Indian embassy, which was closed after the Taliban seized power in August last year. The number of bombings across Afghanistan has dropped since the Taliban returned to power, but several attacks, many targeting minority communities, have rocked the country in recent months, including several claimed by ISIS. While ISIS is a Sunni Islamist group like the Taliban, the two are bitter rivals and greatly diverge on ideological grounds. The number of Sikhs living in Afghanistan has dwindled to around 200 compared with about 500,000 in the 1970s. In recent months, many Sikhs, including women and children, had taken refuge in the complex that was attacked on Saturday. The community has faced repeated attacks over the years. At least 25 people were killed in March 2020 when gunmen attacked another Gurudwara in Kabul in an attack that was also claimed by ISIS. The attack on Saturday at Gurudwara Karthe Parwan in Kabul's Baghi-Bala neighborhood lasted for several hours and 3 attackers were killed by the Taliban forces, according to reports. The Gurudwara was attacked early in the morning when up to 30 people were inside, the BBC reported. The attackers had detonated a vehicle full of explosives outside of the Gurudwara, but that resulted in no casualties, according to a spokesperson for the Afghanistan Interior Ministry. First, the gunmen threw a hand grenade which caused a fire near the gate of the Gurudwara. The Associated Press quoted the Interior Ministry spokesman as saying, Prime Minister Narendra Modi condemned the barbaric terrorist attack and said he was praying for the safety and well-being of the devotees. Shocked by the cowardly terrorist attack against the Karthe Parwan Gurudwara in Kabul, I condemn this barbaric attack and pray for the safety and well-being of the devotees, PM Modi tweeted. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar also strongly condemned the attack and said the government was closely monitoring the situation following the incident. Meanwhile, the Indian government on Sunday granted e-visa to over 100 Afghan Sikhs and Hindus on priority after the targeted attack against the community in Kabul on Saturday.